Yo guys, it's your boy Kivo here, and I'm here with an epic Q&A, and I'm so psyched to get to it. I don't know what I was doing there, but yeah, this is my long-awaited Q&A. I know it's already been a while since I was supposed to upload it, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. These past few weeks have just been really taking on my day, and taking a lot out of me personally, because when you combine work with YouTube, it's been taking me like a lot to get used to, and just time management and managing my time, but also taking time to like sleep well and all that is also really hard for me. So I basically spent this past weekend just sleeping in, being lazy, and just watching anime and all that. So if you're wondering why, that's why I just haven't been uploading recently, but I do have some surprises for this week and next week. I have ordered some bays, and you guys are probably familiar with what they are already. There's a lot of videos I have planned for July, and I'm really looking forward to this, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that too. But without further ado, I do have my video pulled up, and I'm going to do this Q&A in possibly the most lazy way possible, and that's pulling up the questions and just reading them off. So this will be a long video, but also if I don't get to your question, I apologize. There's just a lot of questions, and that's really awesome of you guys. I'm really happy that you guys reached out to me and asked me these questions, but like I said, unless I wanted to make this video an hour long, I won't be able to answer everyone's questions, so if your question is not answered, I apologize. But let's get to that first question though. So, my first question is, how many Beyblade Burst Bays do you have? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't really counted recently. I'm gonna say between 40 and 50, possibly more. I don't really collect the recolors that much. I only get the main character bays, like in anime and all that, so that's pretty much why my collection isn't massive, at least not yet. Another question is, are you going to get Drain Fafnir? Yes, I actually just ordered it from Leo Burst today, so yeah, it should be coming within a few days. I did order with EMS shipping, so it's on its way. Alright, do you like turtles? That's another question. I've never really had a turtle, and I think they're pretty cool, honestly. You know, they're really nice and chilled out. I'm a pretty chill dude myself, so I can relate to them. Okay, another question. What is your favorite combo? Oh man, I mean, he didn't really specify it, so for Metal Fight, it was definitely Balro S130 R2F, because, you know, that was my partner Beyblade. You guys aren't familiar with that. Yeah, I had a partner Beyblade in Metal Fight. That was really common back then, at least for Baytubers. For Burst, I have yet to make a combo that I really like, because I just don't like to customize them that much. Do you have Insta? Yes, I do. It should be right here. If you want to follow me, go ahead. I haven't posted anything yet. Like I said, I've been busy with stuff, but hopefully I'll get on that. Okay, what is your favorite bay from any generation, and pick one bay from every generation? Okay, so I'll start with plastics. I think Dragoon GT is really amazing, even though I don't own one. That's my dream, to get like a black Dragoon GT. That'd be really sick. It just seems like really epic and like crazy moving and all that, so it looks really nice and all that. For Metal Fight, I have a few favorites, like Hellcrebex was one of my favorites, and also the Box and Susanoo Eclipse version. That was also really cool looking. For Burst, I also have several, so Christ Saiyan, Dark Death Scyther, Victory Valkyrie, God Valkyrie. But if I were to pick a recent Beyblade, it'd probably be Killer Death Scyther and Legend Spriggan, because they just look so nice. Another question is, do you like Naruto? Yes, I'm actually a big Naruto fan. I've been watching it since like 5th grade. I've watched pretty much everything. I'm currently watching Boruto right now, so yeah, pretty big Naruto fan. How did you get into Beyblade? This is a question I got asked a lot, but I think I'm going to save it till later. I'm going to have those big questions answered for later. He did also ask, did you hear about or watch the TV show? Yeah, I actually watched a little bit of Plastic Gen when I was a kid. I don't remember much. I did try to rewatch it a few years ago when I got bored. I did see most of Metal Fusion, Metal Fury, Metal Masters. I think I skipped a few episodes, but yeah, I saw most of it. And for Burst, I am watching the show right now. I'm currently on episode 2 of the God series, because that's only what's subbed right now. Okay, somebody asked this, and I don't know why people think this, but they asked, did you go to school with Jake, aka Elenook? People think that like we went to the same school, but I know we are like, I think we're the same age. That would have been really awesome if that happened, but no, we actually live in different states, unfortunately. Oh yeah, how did you find the putty you use in your videos? Okay, this is a pretty silly question, but I started off getting the putty by using it to keep my stadium in like one spot, because if you don't like secure it down, it's gonna move a lot. So I had putty for that, and I only used a little bit of it, so I had a ton in like this box where I keep all my launches and all that. And then I was trying to come up with a mod, and it kept falling apart. So I saw the putty and you just clicked, you know, like that all happened from there. So that's where the whole putty thing started. And then it kind of got out of hand. Like it became basically like a running joke on my channel, and I think it's pretty hilarious. So another question I finally found is, how tall are you? So I haven't really measured, but I'm gonna say about 5'4" to 5'5" possibly. Not the tallest dude, just kind of sucks. I wish I was taller, to be honest. And then he also asked, what made you come up with using putty modifications? And that was literally the last question I answered. It was literally just the best thing to use when keeping things together. Like, it's so versatile. Where do you get your bays? So I get them from several places. My main sources are Leo Burst and recently Maruti. So they're these two Japanese sellers. It's not like eBay or Amazon where you have to like wait a while. You can actually pay them directly, and their shipping is amazing and all that. So I've been recently buying from them, but at times I will use Amazon or eBay to find like older stuff like Metal Fight and all that. Have you ever thought about becoming a voice actor? You know, I'm gonna be honest, I get this question a lot even in real life. They're always like, do you sing? Have you thought about singing? Have you thought about voice acting? Have you thought about radio? And to be honest, it's not really my area of interest. So if anything, I might try radio like later on if I do get the opportunity. Seems like a pretty fun thing to do. Have you bought Killer Death Scyther and Alter Chronos? So yeah, I did buy Killer Death Scyther recently, and it should be on its way. It should be here within a few days actually. So stay tuned for that. I'm pretty hyped about it, honestly. And I also have Alter Chronos already. These comments are from like 2 to 3 weeks ago, so that's why they're kind of outdated. Alright, what do you think was the most epic battle on your channel? On my channel, Kevo, there's this video that I didn't actually post on Kevo, but my backup channel. And I'm going to post a link to it in the description below. You guys can check it out. I think it's like one of my biggest masterpieces, because I put basically like a whole day's of work into it. And it was like a cinematic style battle. Something that I never really tried out until that one time, and it turned out so nice. Like it just shows me that like hard work does pay off, especially with like a project like that. So if you guys do want to check it out, it's a pretty old video, but I will put a link to it. How did you get into Beyblade? Another big question, but I guess I'll answer it for you guys. So as a kid, I got exposed to it where I lived in my apartments. Like the neighborhood kids would have it. And then I think my brother got one or something, and then my birthday was coming around the corner, and I really, really wanted a Beyblade because I was like, man, they're so awesome. And this was still when plastics were around, I think. So when my birthday came around, we went to the store, and there were no more Beyblades for some reason, so I was really upset. But I did find keychain Beyblades, and I got one for me and one for my brother, and they were just these tiny keychain plastic bays. They weren't the real deal, but they were what first started it, I guess. And then I basically just kind of forgot about Beyblade after that. And then when Battle Strikers came out, if you guys aren't familiar with those, they're like these knockoff Beyblades created by Mega Bloks. Those came out like in the mid-2000s maybe like 2007, 2008. And me and my friend were like so stoked because we thought they were Beyblades, even though they were clearly Battle Strikers. And we were going to buy those, but I was really poor at the time, and we just ended up not buying them. They were really overpriced, by the way, like $20 or $30 for like 2 or something, so it's like super expensive. So then I forgot about those again, and then when Metal Fusion came along, I saw a commercial on TV. Like, I was literally just watching cartoons, and then I freaked out. So I went to my nearest Toys R Us, which was actually really far away at the time. But yeah, I spent like a whole day trying to get there on the bus. And I went and I found like every single starter. They had it on the shelves. And then me, like, I'm just really like new to this. So I see a bunch of starters like Dark Wolf, Storm Pegasus, Rock Leo. Not knowing that these would probably become really rare later on, but I just picked up what I thought was the coolest looking one, and that was Dark Wolf, and that was probably one of my biggest regrets, getting that horrible Beyblade, because it's so bad. And then from there, that pretty much just sparked my interest again. That's how I got into Model Fight and all that. So, what got you into liking Beyblade so much? That's a really good question, actually. So, the reason why I continue doing Beyblade, and each person has a reason, to be honest. I'm more of a community guy. The fact that I can use Beyblade to reach out to an audience and create content is why I continue Beyblade. But also, the community within Beyblade is really awesome. I know a lot of people do it for like the competitiveness aspect, but I'm not really that way, so that's why I like Beyblades. And they're also really fun for me, at least, like customizing them, but Burst just has some of the most coolest designs and gimmicks, and it just feels so refreshing, and it's, you know, when you have that epic Burst finish, it just feels so satisfying, so that's why I like Beyblades a lot. Okay, if you could create your own god Bey, what would it be, and what would its god ability be? Okay, it would definitely be black, like an all-black Beyblade, like maybe like Christ Satan. But its gimmick would probably be like a super OP gimmick, like maybe multiple mode changes and like wings that like pop out or something. Like, I don't know, something that like could strike really hard and fast. And it would be a balance type, just because I'd kind of figure it to be like a Diablo Nemesis type, where it just seems like really overpowered, and it'd probably be like the main villain or something, like something really cool. Or maybe like a villain that turns good in the end, so that would be it. And I don't know what I'd call it. It'd probably be related to like Susanoo or something, like, but yeah, you get the idea, like, it'd be like that, and its god ability would just be like multiple things at once. How did you meet Illinok? Alright, so, yeah, a lot of people think that like I know him in real life, and I wish, but I literally came across his channel when he was still, like, uploading. Like, I think he had, like, a few thousand subscribers. This was, like, back in the day, though, like, 2010 or something. So he was one of the first channels I came across, and I subscribed to him, and I was just a subscriber. Actually, they didn't really upload until a few years ago, so from that point on, I think he stopped uploading for a few years, and I started uploading, so we kind of just never really talked or anything. It wasn't until he came back for Burst when I was like, yo, I used to watch your videos, and he was like, oh, cool. And then we started talking from there, and now we hit each other up on the line chat, and we've also done some like live streams together, which has been really awesome. So shout out to you, Illinok. Out of all your Burst system, which stock Bey is your favorite? Okay, I think I already answered this, but if I want to say it again, definitely Legend Spraying or Killer Death Sight. They're just so hyped up right now. Which city do you live in, and if you live in Canada or in the USA? Okay, I'm not going to specify the city because for my own privacy, but I do live in the US. What's your favorite Beyblade gen? Burst. Like, there's no argument for that. Jinga or Ryuga? Definitely Ryuga. I mean, Jinga just has a really annoying voice. And which Eldrago is better? I personally really liked the original Eldrago, which I still don't even own yet. Eldrago 105F. It just had one of the most coolest designs. And it was just like an all-metal, like Lightning Eldrago, basically. How long have you been blading? So like I said, I started around the plastic gen, but I really didn't get serious until about Metal Fusion, so 2010 or 2009, I think. 3 of your favorite Beyblades, what would they be? Okay, so I'll just list them off. Okay, Legend Spree and Killer Death Scyther and like Box and Susanoo. Just to name a few, I guess. What are your favorite singers and songs? So, I listen to a lot of stuff. Yeah, I listen to like the mainstream stuff pretty much. And if I had to pick some favorite songs, like Mask Off, EXO Tour Life, I think it's called. What else? There's just, you know, the mainstream stuff, that's what I like. Which brand do you think is better for Burst? Definitely Takara Tomy, like better materials. They've pretty much fixed their breakage issues. The plastic has been like fixed, and then I don't know, I just don't like buying Hasbro Burst. I feel like I'm kind of wasting my money. I'm just not a fan of slopes, and I'm not a fan of the foggy plastic. Like, that's the biggest like buzzkill for me. Just that foggy plastic just makes them look so tacky and all that. Also crappy launchers and all that, so definitely Takara Tomy. How long does it take for cartoon burst to break? I haven't broken anything yet, so you can use that. What is your job? So I don't want to get into the specifics of it, but I basically work with kids in like a daycare kind of thing. So yeah, I don't want to name the like where I work at, but that's pretty much what I do. What made you decide to do a YouTube channel? So it sounds really greedy and like wrong, but I wanted to do it for like the money because I was like, oh man, I can make a lot of money on YouTube, but I realized that that's not the reality. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort, and I was like a kid though, so I was like 10 or something, so when I found out, I basically just went on with it, kind of still using that dream to like motivate myself. But then I got to know the community, and the community is pretty much what like made me stay. And now that I am earning some money off YouTube, it's just like a plus now, and it took years for me to get to this point. Like, I've been doing YouTube for probably like 6 years now, so it's a journey, it's a process, and it does take time and effort. Okay, and adding on to this, another person asked, how the heck do you and other Baytubers afford all your bays? So I use my YouTube revenue to pay for my Beyblades, so they kind of pay for themselves, and I'm pretty sure other Baytubers do the same thing. If not, people do have jobs, by the way. Alright, so if you're noticing a lot of jump cuts, that's just me checking my camera because the battery is about to die. So I'm going to keep going though for you guys. I want to try to answer as much as I can, at least while my battery's still alive. How old are you? I am 18. I just turned, actually not just turned, but I turned 18 in April, so I'm an adult now. And it feels kind of weird, like having responsibilities and having to pay for bills and all that. I still live at home though, so I'm not a full adult yet. What is your absolute most favorite Beyblade burst god? Yeah. That would be Legend Spriggan for sure. Okay, I have some really good questions here. Do you have any hobbies aside from Beyblade? Not really. I'm the kind of person that like focuses on a single thing. So if you consider YouTube to be a separate thing, then I guess that, but Beyblade and YouTube for me are kind of just intertwined. They work together. And I don't really do sports. I'm not a sports guy. I kind of just focus on academics. But I don't know if you count watching anime a hobby or not. Like, I think everybody does that though. Best Beyblading memory. Man. Honestly, just like doing live calls with, I don't know if this is related to Beyblading though, but like just doing live calls with friends, like Beyblade friends I've met online. We had a lot of good times, just jokes and all that, so I guess that'd be a memory for Beyblade, I'm not sure. What kind of music do you like? Like I also said, a lot of genres, just the mainstream stuff though, to be honest. Oh, how cool is Bass Samurai Jay? So I think this is Jay, yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, hey Jay, I don't really know you that well, but you seem like a cool dude. Yeah, shout out to you. Alright, so I'm back again, and I actually had to recharge my battery because it died, but what's your favorite bay and driver? So I've already said my favorite bays, but if I had to pick a favorite driver, it would be Loop. It's just really cool to mess around with, and you can pull off some really cool stunts. What's your dream car? So if I wanted to pick a dream car, it'd be a Tesla, but if I wanted to get a little bit more realistic, it'd probably be an Audi. If there's anything you wish to happen to Beyblade, real life, or the anime, what would it be? So I would wish for Beyblade to become more bigger and accepted in real life. Like in the anime, you know, we have tournaments, and it's widely accepted by everybody, but to have that in real life would be like crazy, or maybe to even have it become a sport. That would actually make it a big deal, and it'd make it become relevant to a lot of people. What do you think is the best place to buy bays? So I did mention individual sellers before, like Leo Burst, Maruti, and even Oki. So I'd probably go that route, especially for the newer stuff. You really don't end up paying that much compared to like what eBay and Amazon charge. And the best part is that like you can get it as soon as possible, like as soon as it gets released. Keep in mind that you do have to have PayPal and all that, but I'd probably recommend buying stuff from there. If you do want to get older stuff, definitely try eBay, especially Beyblade lots. They do have stuff for really cheap. Do you watch the anime Beyblade Burst? What do you think of the series, and who is your favorite character? So yeah, I do watch the anime. I think the series is a lot different than past series. It's more down to earth, and that basically means that it's more realistic. I actually like that a lot because it's not like intense screaming at their base and like having the spirits come out, but it's more like just kids having fun and all that. My favorite character would probably be Dino or Daigo for the English dub. He's just like a serious dude and he has a really cool Beyblade. Okay, so two people at the same time asked me, what is your favorite color? So that'd be black for sure, but if I don't know if you count that as a real color, but I also am a fan of red, blue, gray, white, also like salmon. Yeah, just a lot of colors. What is your heritage? So if you didn't notice already, I am Hispanic. Do you have siblings? So yeah, I do have one older sister and one older brother. I'm actually the youngest out of us three. And he also asked, why did you make your face reveal after you finished high school? So honestly, it all just lined up really well with what was going on in my life. So graduating and hitting 10,000 subscribers were both big milestones for me. And just to have them line up, at least near each other, I figured it'd be best just to wait. Especially with exams going on and all that. I was really busy for the last month of school. And it was really hard to do that face reveal until I was free, which was summer break. What were you studying in college? I'll be studying chemistry in college. That might change though, I'm not sure yet. Left spin or right spin bays? I've always just been a right spin dude. I think left spin is kind of overrated, if you ask me. What course will you take in college, and what college/university will you study? Like I said, I will be studying chemistry, so I'll be majoring in chemistry. And I don't want to mention the school yet, because for my own privacy. How much do you love putty? I love it this much. When did your voice get so deep? So that happened about 7th grade, summer of 7th grade to be exact. That was a brutal summer, a lot of voice cracks, and then it steadily got deeper throughout the years. What's your favorite Metal Fight Bay from each series, like Metal Fight? So for Pre-Hybrid Wheel, it'd be Wolf or Pegasus or El Drago. And then for like Metal Fight, it'd be Storm Pegasus or Dark Cancer or Rock Ares. For Explosion, it'd be Galaxy Pegasus, Hellcorbex, Gravity Perseus, or Twisted Tempo. And then for 4D, Big Bang Pegasus, Diablo Nemesis, and Blitz Unicorno. Why did you change your profile picture? So I figured it'd be a good idea to change it because this was like a big milestone for me to show my face, and it also demonstrated change. So I went for a more simplistic and basic look, but I think it's appropriate, at least for me. Storm/Legend Spriggan or Drain Fafnir? Definitely Legend Spriggan. What is your favorite song? EXO, Tour Life. Yeah. How many Beyblades do you have? I actually haven't counted in a long time. I'm gonna say at least over 100, maybe 150. Why do you keep your hairstyle like that? I actually had it long as a kid, or at least kinda long, and then I got it cut short, and I pretty much just kept it like that. I'm actually gonna try to grow it out this summer, if possible, but I usually like to keep it short because it's easier to maintain. And already this is pretty much big for me. I like to have it this big. But I might actually just grow it out and see how it turns out. And my boy Kimbo asked me a lot of questions, so shout out to you, Kimbo, by the way. He asked me, what was your favorite memory from high school? So definitely meeting new people and teachers and also friends. Especially senior year, I feel like I opened up a lot more senior year and I got to know a lot more people. And I also kind of regret not opening up sooner because senior year went by really fast. But definitely meeting new people. And also just hanging out with friends, goofing off in class and all that. Let's see. What do you want to pursue in college? Like I said, chemistry. How do you feel about art? I think art is really important. It's what shapes our world pretty much. I actually had a girl come up to me and tell me that without art, Earth is just eh. If you guys get that joke, it's pretty hilarious. But it makes sense because I think art is in everything. And especially right now, this recording this and making Beyblade videos is part of art. So it's very important, at least to me. Favorite color? Black. Favorite food? I can always go for pizza like any time of the day. If you could be any character from the Dual Layer anime and also God anime, who would you be? Daigo or Dana, for sure. What state would you want to travel to? A state that you haven't been to. I'm actually near California and I haven't been there. I've been meaning to go. It's really nice weather, lots of things to do, nice beaches, and I also have family there, so California would probably be my #1 option. And this guy actually asked a really good question. He asked, how can you manage making videos while there's so much pressure in studies? And to be honest, it's really difficult at times because it requires a lot of time management. And for me, it was really just decision making, like, should I work on this video or should I study for this exam? And for the first, like, several years actually, I always focused on school instead, which is why I never really uploaded throughout the school year. But this year, I took a different route and I focused more on YouTube. And it's something that I kind of regret because it did impact my grades negatively. But I also don't really regret it because I made a lot of growth on my channel. So if you ask me, it's a lot of decision making and also time management. And I'm honestly not the best at time management, but if you can manage to do that, then you'll be solid. Favorite card, Tommy Beyblade? For now, Legend Spriggan. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably going to change in a few months. I usually like a lot of stuff that's been coming out. So like a few months ago, it'd probably be like Beast Behemoth, but right now it's Legend Spriggan for sure. Okay, out of all the burst Beyblades you own, which is your favorite in terms of design? I'm definitely a big fan of like Dark Death Sector. It's just so clean and so beautiful. I'm also a big fan of Beast Behemoth. It's in its own little like tier, I think. Also Materials, can't forget Materials for sure. One of my favorites. So yeah. Oh, and geez, I forgot Christ Sin, another one of my favorites. This is a deep question. What is your goal in life? I guess to make a decent living, to support a family, and pay back to my parents. But also, like, make an impact in society and the world. I feel like I'm already doing that, especially through my videos, but yeah, that'd probably be my goal in life. Which Beyblade burst combo do you use the most competitively? So, I don't even, like, compete, I don't go to tournaments, but if I had to pick a combo, it'd have to use them Materials. Like, it might suck, but it'd probably use them Materials, because it looks so cool. Your Beyblade Burst dual layer partner combo. So I haven't had a partner combo since Metal Fight with Borrow. But if I had to pick something, it'd probably involve either, I guess Balder, if you include that. If not, oh wait, he did specify dual layers, so probably something with Beast Behemoth or Gigan Gaia, because it looks so nice, and I'm a big fan of both of those bays. What do you look like without your glasses? So, here you go. I do need these, by the way. I can't really see that well from far away, but yeah, this is how I look. Which one do you prefer out of the three? Tyson, Jenga, or Vault? So I wasn't really familiar with Tyson because I didn't watch the show, but if it would be between Jenga and Vault, definitely Vault. Though I feel like Vault is kind of goofy at times, but it's a lot better than Jenga. He just constantly screams like Pegasus and all that. What's your favorite thing about Beyblade? Like I said, community. And he also mentioned, what is your favorite part about the Beyblade community on YouTube? I like the community a lot because it's supportive, and they also, I mean, we're also really like close-knit, which means we're really close together. I know, like, we have a line chat for all the Baytubers, and we all chat on it. And we even did like a really cool April Fool's idea last April Fool's. So like, I guess just talking to each other and communicating is like really awesome, and the fact that we're all close together just feels really nice to have somebody or a group of people with you. Do you have Dragoon G? I wish. I actually have Dragoon S though. Will you ever visit Florida to meet me or do Lost Longinus versus Legend Spriggan? I don't know. I think Florida's a pretty cool state. Might go there someday. Can I have a Beyblade and a launcher? Oh jeez. I mean, I have giveaways here and there. Actually, mine's still going on, by the way. Yeah, there's a giveaway still going on. If you really want a Beyblade and a launcher, make sure you enter that. I'll also post links to that. Okay, and the final question, and I'm pretty sure you guys are all waiting for it. Like, I got this asked probably the most out of every question. It all related to my voice and people questioning it, whether or not it's legit and whether I use a voice changer. Like, first of all, if you're thinking that, can you just listen to yourself? A voice changer, really, like, where the heck am I gonna get that? You know, there's something called puberty, and some people do get affected by this. Like, it's gonna get your voice deeper. Some people just happen to have it more than others. Like, you might not even notice it, but for me it was pretty significant at least. And if you think about it, like, what's the point in even modifying my voice if I were even to do that? Like, I have nothing to hide from you guys. Make sure you, like, keep that in mind. But, that's pretty much it for the Q&A. Just a good way to wrap it up, I guess. I want to make that clear, though. Thanks to everybody who asked a question, and like I said, if I didn't get to yours, I apologize, but there were a lot of questions, and I'm pretty sure this video is going to be like 20 to 30 minutes long. But if you stuck around for the whole thing, thanks, I appreciate it. Also, stay tuned for like July, because like I said, I have a lot planned. There's going to be so much going on, like, for my channel, and I'm so stoked. So that's it for this Q&A. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and also, you know, feel free to comment your thoughts below. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. So yeah, until next time guys, see ya.